Hello, everybody. Welcome to the episode 14 here on the Planet Plane. Our guest today is Mr. Mwale. Mr. Mwale will help us understand more of banking and finance. Stay tuned and be ready for the sparkled conversation. We are available on YouTube and Spotify. Please subscribe to our channels and share our links with your friends so that they should not miss out. Mr. Mwale, welcome in this show.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Can you share your background with us?
All right, I'm a man who comes from a family of eight,
Yeah.
where we are four boys and then four
For
girls.
girls. Yeah.
I'm the fifth born.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We are having a lot of courses in the world. So, what sparked your interest to study banking and finance?
Okay, to be honest enough,
Mm.
I did accounting.
Okay.
Yes, but because I had a chance of joining the bank, specifically in this bank,
Mm.
I also worked with the FDH Bank
Mm.
and Net Bank by then.
Mm.
Now Centenary.
Yes.
So because of that, we had a chance of education loans.
Mm.
So because of that, I decided to
Mm.
take financial banking
Mm.
as a course.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can you briefly share your academic and professional background? That is, what kind of papers are you holding in either field?
Okay, academically, I've got master's in field of education, but professionally, I have a diploma in accounting, which is the banking, and then I've got a diploma in marketing.
Mm.
By then, we're calling it LCCI,
Mm.
which is London Chambers of Commerce and Industry.
Mm.
And then I've got a diploma in banking.
Okay. Which means that you are more interested in this field of economy and the banking money like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. What are the most significant changes you have seen in the banking and finance industry?
I think I'll just mention one.
Yeah.
It is in terms of technology.
Mm.
In our times, for example, in the early 90s,
Mm.
there were no use of computers.
Yeah.
Everything was being done
Manually.
manually. But these days, we have got computers, laptops, and the like.
Mm.
In other words, it is digital.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So since you say that, then you are not having the computers, you are not into technology. How has technology disrupted the traditional banking models?
To be honest enough, I can't say it has disrupted,
Yeah.
but technology
Mm.
has. Oh, can you come again with the question?
Okay. How has technology disrupted traditional banking models?
Okay, for example, the use of computers,
Mm.
it is very, very, very fast and efficient
Mm. Mm. Mm.
as compared to go to the bank and then go into inside the bank, in the banking hall, and then withdraw cash. But these days, due to the introduction of this technology, it does not require one to travel to the bank and stand on the queue so that you can withdraw cash. You can even transfer funds from your account into the Airtel money and then just go outside. Even you can just pay your debts just using transfers of money. Yes.
All right. So, how do you assess the current state of global financial markets?
Yeah, the current financial. Can you come again?
The current state of global financial markets.
In terms of
Maybe. Okay, for example, here in Malawi, maybe we are having more of depression. Devaluation.
yes.
Yeah. So, while other countries maybe are having the stabilized money. Yeah. So, I think, how do you assess the current state of global financial markets? For example, maybe what's resulting to these things?
Obviously, it's going to be a crisis.
Mm.
Yes, simply because the introduction of this technology has led to many people to lose jobs. So economically, many people are struggling. As a result, if this trend continues, obviously we will not maybe require many people to be employed. For example, we have introduced ATMs, which can, as a banker, I know that one we treat that the ATM machines as a teller.
Yes.
Which means we don't need anybody to be employed.
Yes.
So if this trend continues, obviously many people will lose jobs. As a result, how are they going to survive?
So difficult.
So difficult.
All right. What are the biggest challenges facing banks and finance institutions today?
I think the first one
Yes.
is the introduction of these village banks, that's especially in Malawi.
Yeah.
Introduction of Zipelligani, introduction of village banks, banking conde.
Yeah.
This has led to many people not to deposit money in the bank. As a result, banks are facing financial problems because people are just saving their money within their villages.
Yeah.
So because of that, banks are struggling. They don't have customers.
Okay, so this thing of introduction of village banks, don't you see that it is important because as you have said that in banks they are increase the automation, but people they are keeping their money themselves. So don't you think this creation of cooperative societies is important and it will help balance maybe this thing of employment? Because I think if people are keeping their money themselves, it means both the village and the bank owners will both stop. Or is there any impact that can be resulted due to the relationship of these two things?
I think this is something which maybe has got an advantage to one side, and then at the same time it's advantage because to the village banks,
Yes.
it is an advantage because if you want to obtain a loan
Yes.
from a bank,
Yeah.
there are a lot of processes, strategies. For example, the sureties and the like. But if the people are just keeping within the village banks, it is easy. You can even obtain 5 million these days within a day without any legal processes. But at the same time, it is a disadvantage because if you keep huge sums of money in the house, there is a risk of theft.
Okay.
Now, at the same time, with the banks, I think if we can ignore keeping our monies in the village banks, it will help the banks maybe to boost their business. In the process, it will also help the economy of the country because the banks they contribute to the economy of the growth of the country. So, for a country to move on, in terms of economy,
Yes.
we need to have to help banks to move forward.
Okay.
Therefore, there is need also for people at least to keep their money in the bank. At the same time, there is maximum security.
Okay.
Yes, in the banks.
All right. What are the most significant changes? I mean, what skills do you think are essential for success in banking and finance industry?
Okay. One before for one to be employed as a bank teller, they could just employ anybody. I'm just singularizing on this one. They are just employing somebody maybe who got a distinction at MCE level. So you can see that that one doesn't have any knowledge in terms of banking, finance.
Yeah.
But these days, there is a need for someone to be trained on how banks work.
Yeah.
So there is need of one, people have to be trained, they have to be well qualified in order to work in the bank so that the banking industry can improve or can move on. At the same time, we have to be very much well updated in terms of ICT.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of fraudsters who are defrauding banks.
Yes. Yes.
So without the knowledge or advanced knowledge of ICT, obviously banks will keep on suffering in terms of being defrauded.
Yeah. Which
Yes,
means
so these two areas, ICT and at the same time, people have to be trained into the banking.
okay.
Yes.
All right. What? How did your studies prepare you for your current role or job which you are performing?
I think I had a very good advantage, though I did not prepare for it. Because for somebody who has got better knowledge in terms of accounting, if you go into the bank, there is double entry system. You are supposed to be have a very good knowledge of accounting. So because I did accounting, where you've got subjects like accounting, ICT, that's information systems,
Yes.
communication, economics, and the like. It also helped me in one way or the other.
Okay.
At the same time, I did marketing. In the bank, we don't just deal with the banking only. There's need of marketing.
Yes.
There's need of having a knowledge of how the economy is going about in the country. And then finally, since I did this banking, it is now field in which is dealing now directly with the banking industry.
Yes.
So for simply because I have these three professionals, they have helped me really to have full understanding of the knowledge of this banking industry.
All right. To our listeners, we are still on the episode 14 here on the Planet Blink podcast. Our topic today is banking and finance. And our guest today is Mr. Mwari, who is helping us exploring into this. We are available on YouTube and Spotify. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Please like this video and share with your friends so that they should not miss out. What advice would you give to students interested in banking and finance?
At the first place, I think banking and finance, this is a very, very good profession.
Yes.
Because it is one very rewarding. You know, in the bank, you normally have cash.
Yes.
So most of the time, they reward their members of staff or employees at least attractively. Because they know that if they cannot be rewarded maybe in a good way, obviously this can lead them to steal maybe the cash or defraud them or help the fraudsters outside by leaking the information.
Yes.
That's the first thing.
Okay.
At the same time, for this one is minor. I think it is very attractive to work in the bank. If you go in the bank, you see that almost everybody is very decent.
Yes.
Yes.
So attractive.
This is something which at least apart from having something in the pocket, but the way
You look
yes,
so presentable.
so presentable.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So, can you share any notable projects or achievements in your career since you started working? Can you say that at least this project, I see that it excelled.
Personal. Oh,
You can say personally or either way.
all right. I think I just mentioned two.
Yes.
One, personally, I've managed to build a very big and attractive house.
Yes.
Yes. And the two, I've managed at least to teach in secondary school. Before we had a subject which was called principles of accounts.
Principles of account.
Yes,
All
but
right.
this time they have just combined it with the business studies.
Okay.
Yes, so I've managed to teach for almost maybe 6 to 7 years, from Form 1 to Form 4. Yes, so I can't give you a specific figure, but I can remember almost maybe 15 to 20 who have managed to get distinctions.
Yes,
And
1 and 2 points.
Yes, 1 and 2. And at the
Okay.
same time, they went to Mali College of Accountancy to continue. Like one of them, he continued with the ACA.
Yes.
And he
What
was-
is that?
ACA is a board.
Okay.
Yes. So he did his diploma and the professional part 1 and part 2. I kept on assisting him. He managed to get his professional part 2 with the distinctions.
Wow.
So to me, it's an achievement.
Yes, that's a big achievement because you can be teaching students, but to your supplies, they maybe they are getting 7, 8, and 9.
Yes.
And others, when talking about invested and supplementaries and rebates, which is not good.
Yes. And even up last year,
Yes.
because I'm teaching at a certain secondary school,
Yes.
I was teaching the same subject. At least the 2 have managed to get distinction again.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay, how do you stay current with industry developments?
Come on.
How do you stay current with industry developments? For example, by the time you were studying, and the things that were happening at that particular time and those that are happening now are different. But then, if you are managing to teach and making such distinctions,
Yes.
which means you are staying up to date
Yes.
the developments.
Yes.
So which strategies or methods or medium which you are using to be getting the developments of you all field?
In the first place, I'm fond of reading too much.
Yes.
Yes, and even accounting. It's a combination. Some topics which are in banking, financial banking, they are also found in accounting. So as I am teaching, I also read.
Okay.
Yes, and I always be ahead of my students
Okay.
to ensure that I have to be up to date.
Okay.
And at the same time, I'm fond because I've worked, as I've already said, that I've worked with the NBS, FDH, and Network. I still have friends, and some of them are heads of department. Who have a friend that like a head of department. These are senior people. So I'm used to go there and chat with them so that they can at least keep on updating me on whatever new developments which are taking place.
Okay. So you say that you study. How important is it for the teacher to be studying? Because some teachers can just be waking up, introducing a topic on the same day. Maybe today we are going to study, for example, in mathematics. Today we are going to study factorization. Then they just take a notebook without even practicing. Then they go in the front of students and they'll be like, "We do like this. We do like this. Oh no, we do like this." Like confusing students. So what do you think, or what is the importance of students be preparing before the lessons?
Okay, as I said, I say the things are changing. on daily basis.
Mm.
So if a book has been written,
Mm.
it will stand like that.
Mm. Yes.
What is happening in the bank?
Uh,
We had I'll just give something in terms of technology. Before we were using CD, compact disc.
yes.
It changed. We had memory cards. We
Yes.
are having flash discs.
Yes.
So you should try to have a knowledge of each and every new technology which has been introduced into the world.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying that you are supposed to be not too, but you are supposed to do
Continuous.
a lot of research so that you have at least a wide knowledge of whatever is happening in each and every aspect of whatever.
All right. So, what are the opportunities or the trades that are in the banking and finance industry?
My friend,
Hmm.
opportunities.
Yes.
One, if you join into the bank,
Yeah.
chances of obtaining education loans
Mm.
very, 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 very much.
Mm.
You can easily access a loan of education loan.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it is easy to get maybe a mortgage. You can easily buy a house in the bank, unlike if you work in these other institutions. And it's even easy to buy a car
Okay.
because those loans are already there.
Mm.
Once you start working there, they tell you if you want this mortgage, if you want a car
Yeah.
loan, those things are there.
Okay.
Yes, so those are some of them. There are plenty, but those are some. And at the same time, most of the time, cash is not very much
A problem.
because you can, if you are an outsider, you apply a loan, it can take, as I say, that there are processes which you are supposed to follow in order to qualify to obtain a loan. But
Yes.
if you are employed in the bank,
Yes.
you can apply for a loan and then it can be approved within an hour.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What about the trades? Because everything, although it's good, it will have the side effects. Yes. What are the trades in the banking and finance industry?
Very risky.
How?
Very, very risky.
Yes.
There are people
Mm.
who are not sleeping outside,
Yeah.
thinking on ways how they can defraud banks.
Mm.
So any slight mistake,
Mm.
even a single document, if you cannot handle it carefully,
Properly.
you find that you have
Maybe you have signed the thing which you were not supposed to sign.
yes, and you find that 20 million is gone.
Okay.
What is going to be the end result? Dismissal.
Yes. Maybe dismissal is okay, but maybe
You can even be arrested.
yeah.
So every transaction is supposed to be handled with maximum.
Observation.
Yes. So it's not easy.
Okay. What about this issue that is happening in the location of chitaka? Does it happen in the banks?
No. And that can never happen.
Okay, which means that this might be a myth.
Okay, at one point of time when I was working with NPS, I went to attend a certain training at Management National Bank Training Center.
Yes.
I asked that question. So we were trained that this issue of chitaka, it's a spiritual thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, so it can only work because it deals with the two sides. Somebody is selling mangoes and one wants to buy. So if the one who is selling mangoes does believe that it works,
Yes, exactly.
that is going to work because it's the two people who are doing that.
Yeah.
But with the bank, it is just a company which does not even know that there is chitaka. So there is no faith of any kind that money from the vote. We put a vote where we keep
Yes.
safe huge sums of money.
Mm.
The charm does not know that there is chitaka. So you
Okay.
can come with the charms.
Mm.
You believe in that. You apply them, but the vote will not respond because there's no
Because there is
belief in
no
that.
such a belief.
Such a belief.
Which
So it
means
does not work.
believing in something can result in
Yes.
the happening of such things.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So what law do you think in finance will play in climate change mitigation?
All right. As you have already, if you are talking about finance,
Mm.
you're talking about money.
Yes.
We cannot do anything without money.
Yeah.
If you want to plant trees,
Yes.
you can volunteer yourself to
Mm.
plant the trees.
Mm.
But here and there,
Mm.
you still money. You
Yes.
still need money.
Yes.
You need to transport the seedlings from where they are to where you want to plant them. Are the people who want to do that going to do that for free?
No.
So every project concerning this challenge of climate change,
Yes.
it will require money. So who is going to finance that?
Oh.
They are the financial institutions who are going to finance that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. What is the most important lesson you have learned in your career?
The career of banking.
Yes, in finance.
Well, it is good to study banking
Mm-hmm.
because we are living in the world of economy. We are talking about money.
Yes.
For one to achieve his or her goals, he needs money.
Yes.
So if you don't have the money, if you don't have the knowledge on how you can manage your finances, obviously you cannot even manage your family.
Okay.
Even in the family, you are supposed to have a budget. Everywhere, you are supposed to budget. So throughout the course of banking, budgeting and the like in terms of financing is very important.
All right.
So I'm able now to manage my finances properly just because I managed to study the finance.
Okay, which means you know that, for example, when you have insufficient money, you always also studied about economy, which means you know
Yes.
how to handle such things.
Yes.
All right, that's great. What's advice or any final thoughts which you are willing to share with our audience?
I would encourage both boys and girls because sometimes the girls you might think finance is difficult. It's not difficult.
Yes, they are like mathematical courses for men.
Yes. And at the same time, finance is not only mathematics. No, we are talking of communication is there, economics is there, ICT is there. So it's not only mathematics. So like if you are doing what diploma, first diploma, and then you go for advanced diploma, you have 4 subjects. You have different subjects like economics, communication, and the like. Here and there, you not find mathematics. So there's no need to fear that if I'll do this, maybe I'll fail. No. So therefore, I would like to encourage both boys and girls, particularly the youngsters. They have to study banking. They appreciate.
Okay.
There is a lot of good things.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, I hope I haven't left you with any weight which you are willing to share.
No, you haven't. But otherwise, I should just say thank you so much for inviting me for this interview.
Okay, thank you also for allowing me to do an interview with you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. To our audience, this is the end of our podcast, episode number 14 here on the Planet Plan podcast, where we are dwelling much on banking and finance. Today, our guest was Mr. Mwal, who has helped us explore to this topic. Until we meet again, bye-bye.